Hey guys, Tristan here again. I am just jumping on line again, and I'm going to do a quick live edit. So I'm just going to jump into what I was continuing on yesterday doing. So if you have any questions while I'm editing, or if you just want to comment on what I'm editing, that's cool. I'm just here doing an editing session, so you can jump in where you can whenever you want. All right? Peace. Let's do this. Over here. Perfect.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and my practice is the creative social worker.
Perfect.
My name is Tiffany McCabe. My practice is called the creative social worker.
Don't need any of that.
Creative social worker. And I'm unique because I'm a social.
Hope everybody's day is going well. My day has been going pretty well. I've been getting some work done. And I hope you guys don't mind if I play some music. Hope music won't be too annoying for you. I'm literally just here chilling out at home, doing some editing. And I hope you're having a productive day as well. Whoever's watching. If you do have any questions, let me know.
Social worker. I'm unique because I'm a social worker and art therapist. I'm one of 5 in Ontario, trained in both art therapy as well as a background in therapy for social work. A creative individual, and it allows my practice and the clients who come here. Okay.
All you have to do is just give me.
So what makes me unique is that
Hey Google, play.
So what makes me unique is that I'm an art therapist and social worker. So it
Hey Google, pause.
allows people to come here, both art therapy as well as social worker. So what makes me practice is the creative social worker. So what makes me unique is that I'm an art therapist and social worker. So it allows people to come here to explore their life difficulties in a creative way and process in a way that allows them to reflect and understand their own unique life situation through a different and better lens.
Okay, perfect. Hey guys, if you have any questions, you can jump in. I'm just doing a live edit, so don't mind me if I'm not actually saying anything. It's just because I'm literally just doing an edit, and I just want to jump on here just to see, just to share with you my process, and just if you have any questions about color correction, about Final Cut, about how I'm editing something, cutting something, then you can let me know that, and I will answer those questions for you as I go back over to Final Cut. All right.
Different and better lens. So I've chosen Shelburne because I've been a lifelong resident of Shelburne. I grew up here. I did move away, and I traveled and lived in many different places.
I feel like there's too much highs in her voice. It's like a pretty bad high. So I'm gonna bring down some of the high pitched part of her voice. See how it sounds.
A lifelong resident of Shelburne. I grew up here. I did move away, and I traveled and lived in many different places. I lived in Ottawa, Waterloo, Calgary, Kenya, India several times, Owen Sound, and then I came back because Shelburne really just has my heart. Has my heart.
Perfect. And then
Yeah, so a great community consists of individuality as a community, backing them up. And I just felt so passionate about having mental health services within Shelburne.
I actually like that a lot. I like what she says there a lot. But it's a little bit too long. So we got to cut out a piece.
Understand their own unique life situation through a social worker. So what makes me unique is that I'm an art therapist and social worker. So it allows people to come here to explore their life difficulties in a creative way and process.
Okay. It's going to sound a little choppy, but I don't need that rest of the part because she's taking too long to answer the question. So
I've chosen Shelburne.
And she also, like myself, says so a lot.
Chosen Shelburne.
Okay.
I've chosen.
There you go. Perfect.
I've chosen Shelburne because I've been a lifelong resident of Shelburne. I grew up here. I did move away and I traveled and lived in many different places. I lived in Ottawa, Waterloo, Calgary, Kenya, India several times, Owen Sound several times. It's a place really just has my, and then I came back because several times, and then I came back because.
Hey, for those of you that are watching, just let you know that I'm doing an edit, live edit. So if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comment section and I'll answer those questions for you. If you don't have any questions, I'm just going to be editing away. This is just what I've been doing for the last couple of days just because it's fun for me. It allows me to stay connected with you guys and you guys can kind of see my process.
Because Shelburne several times, and then I came back because Shelburne really just has my heart. It's a place where people, it's a place.
Okay, just cutting out all those ums and ahs.
Shelburne really just has my heart. It's a place where people are able to grow and understand their own individuality as a community, backing them up. And I just felt so passionate about having mental health services within Shelburne.
Perfect. Hey, what's up? How you guys doing? I see the comments. Yeah, what's up? Hey, this is my broski, by the way, guys. Redkin, he's my broski. Just wanna shout him out. I wonder why he's not working. He's usually working. He's actually working on a cool show that I love. You know, you guys know The Boys from Amazon. He actually he actually is a regular on there, so that's cool. Ragu, is it? Ragu, what's up? Hey, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I'm just here. I'm doing some editing. So if you have any questions, I'm in Final Cut Pro right now. If you have any questions, any comments, anything that you want me to try, anything you want me to show you, then let me know. Oh, you're on break. Okay. I got you, Albie. Lunch. That's good. Show some of your director friends what your brother's doing on social, on YouTube. Maybe I might get a job.
Health services within Shelburne. A great community consists of warmth, uniqueness.
She's saying way too much ums. I need to get all of that out. And
warmth, uniqueness, opportunities, and I think wholeness.
Yeah, opportunities. I'm just gonna do opportunities.
And
that's it. Opportunities and wholeness, and we are good to go. So now we just gotta find some music. I'm gonna go back to Epidemic Sound because do I have any music here? I don't think we do. I'm gonna go to Epidemic Sound. Epidemic, because this is one of my favorite places to go. Go to music. Go down to let's see trending. Actually, it's not raw files. It's actually it's S-log footage. Is it S-log? Yeah, it's S-log footage. And I'll show you actually once I select the music, I'll show you the actual LUT series or the LUT pack that I designed for my specific look. It's made more for darker skin tones, but it'll actually work for lighter skin tones as well. This is actually very good. This is one thing I like about Epidemic. You can find music really, really quickly. So if you don't know about Epidemic Sound, it's a really, really cool royalty-free music website you should check out, and it allows you to really be able to find music really, really quickly. At least in my opinion. Some people don't like it as much. I like it just because the music is really, really cool. Really, really cool. Let me go to. I'm gonna go and carve out a little bit of this music. So when I say carve out the music, I want to carve out sort of the middle area or the middle frequencies of the music, just so that it's a little bit easier for us to hear her, because her voice is in this area, in this sort of part of the audio space. If you're thinking about audio as a room, the middle area is sort of where the main frequencies of where we hear her voice. So we want to carve out that part of the music so that her voice can sit on top. So the music is kind of like holding her, encapsulating her without taking over and overwhelming her voice.
Allows people to come here to escape.
So if we didn't have that, it'll sound more like this, and I'll show you.
I grew up here. I did move away, and I traveled and lived in many different places. I lived in Ottawa, Waterloo, Calgary, Kenya, India several times.
So it just as you can see, it just brings it her voice more to the forefront, and brings the music to the background, which we want. That's ultimately what we want to do. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm gonna add a LUT. So if I go to the filters tab here and type in LUT, and just double click on LUT, then it should apply it to this clip that I have selected, which it did. And then I'm just going to use one of my brown skin LUTs. Brown skin, you done know, brown skin LUTs. All right, and if this is a person of color, darker skin person, then it would show up a lot differently. But these LUTs aren't designed for white skin tones, so it is what it is. I'm going to use the third brown skin tones. Wait, brown skin tone there. That's a little bit too blotchy there. Where's the other one here? Let me see. Let me use warm skin tone. See how it is. Warm LUTs. That's actually not too bad of a start. All I have to do is add some contrast to it now. So I will add some contrast, bring down my blacks, bring down my midtones. There you go. Add a little bit of saturation in my midtones, not too much. Warm it up in the highlights. And I think we're good to go. I'm not going to overdo it. I'm not going to kill it. So that's how it is. That's how before and then after.
And my practice is the creative social worker.
Okay. So all I'm going to do next is I might tone down this jacket a little bit, because the jacket's a little much for me. So I'm going to go to hue, saturation curve, select, do this eyedropper selector for hue, saturation, and I'm going to take this and just bring it down just a bit so it's not as crazy bright. And then the same thing with the face. I'm going to change. I'm going to take out a little bit of the pink, and then I'm going to open this up here, and I am going to, so that's there. I'm going to just add a little pinpoint there. I'll pinpoint here and bring this up. But in bringing it up, I want to, there, so she's a little bit more flush. And I might even take my eyedropper again and bring this down so her complexion's down. Or if I want to brighten her complexion, I can brighten her complexion a little bit too. I'll keep it right there. That's fine. I'm not gonna overdo it. Like, again, all I'm trying to do is keep it semi-natural. Although I'm liking where that's going. It's just a little much. Okay. Copy and paste everything, because I'm not going to spend all day on this. Okay. So the next thing is we're going to add some B-roll to everything. And again, let me know if you guys have any questions about my approach or what I'm doing, why I'm doing it that way versus another way. I'm good and straight to have those conversations. So I just have a whole bunch of B-roll of just the space, because we obviously couldn't showcase actual real kids in the space. So I'm just going to literally just pop in. Oh, this is her smiling, which for some reason I don't have in focus. There we go. So I'm going to use that right here. And I think that this is a slow-mo clip. Yeah, this is a slow-mo clip.
So I'm Tiffany.
So I'm gonna bring this over a bit.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe.
I don't want her to blink.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and my practice is the. So I'm Tiffany McCabe.
No.
So I'm Tiffany. So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and my. So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and my practice.
I'm going to do it so that she doesn't blink. I don't want her to blink.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and my practice is.
And then once we get to practice, we'll do a little shot of her doing this. This is a terrible shot I did, because I was trying to expose that she's a whiter skinned person. She's right in front of a window, and then there's dark shadows around. So it's gonna look like a mess, a little bit of a mess, but we shall see. We shall see how this this looks. I'm going to try to make this slow-mo and see how far we can pull this.
Is the creative social worker. So what makes me unique is that I'm an art therapist and social worker.
Okay, that works.
So it allows people to come here.
She says she's
therapist and social worker.
And when she says social worker, a therapist and social worker, I will go to something kid friendly. Like, we can do the markers. Yeah, we'll do the markers, and then we will go to this right here. Perfect. And let me know if you get anything out of this. Let me know if you have any questions.
Worker. So it allows people to come here.
So I kind of want to hit that.
Here to.
Right. So.
To come here to.
And then it goes to something else.
Come here to explore their life difficulties in a creative.
There you go.
Way and process.
Now, if you don't have anything to cover an edit like this, if you don't have anything to cover an edit like this, then the best way to do it is to actually select the entering edit or the exiting edit, depending on what you want to do, the entering clip or exiting clip, and then you just want to zoom in. So you kind of want to do a more of a close-up cut, and normally I'll just like press this little transform button, and then I can zoom in a little bit closer. I don't want to go right into her face, but Boom. So you could do that and kind of get away with a close-up cut.
Process. I've chosen Shelburne.
And it's not too bad if you have no B-roll. Now, if you have B-roll like myself, then what you can do is we can do something like this where it's like just a little handheld tapering off type of thing.
Process. I've chosen Shelburne because I've been a
3. There we go. Perfect. And then it'll go to
I
her
grew up
talking.
here. I did move away, and I traveled and lived in many different places.
I'm gonna see if I'll just put this in there in the middle. We'll see if it works. A lot of this is just kind of trial and error. There's not necessarily a full function to it because there's a run and gun type of project.
And lived in many different places. I lived in Ottawa, Waterloo, Calgary. Ottawa, Waterloo, Calgary. Kenya, India several times, and then I
Boom. And I'm actually gonna reset this size to fit.
to Calgary, Kenya, India several times, and then I came back because several times, and then I came back because Shelburne really just has my heart.
Okay, so it's something that's talking about Shelburne. So let me see if I can get a shot of Shelburne. I know I have a video clip of Shelburne that I created before, so I'm gonna see if I can get like just get a little shot here of Shelburne.
Several times, and then I came back because Shelburne really just has my heart. It's a place where people are able to.
Let me see if I can get. I kind of like this statue shot here.
Because we love and support our community.
Oh, there we go.
It's a place where people are able to grow and understand their own individuality as a community, backing them up. And I just felt so passionate about having mental health services. I just felt.
So when she talks about mental health services, we'll cut back to her space and something that signifies mental health or mental stability. So I think I'm going to do this here. I don't really know what's on that table there, but I'll use this because this kind of showcases what she does again as well. So boom, boom, boom. That was wrong there. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna change this to 2 seconds because we don't really need more than 2-second clips.
I just felt so passionate about having mental health services within Shelburne. A great community consists of warmth, consists of
I don't need her.
Uniqueness, warmth.
She's taking too long to talk, so this is where we have to cut her down and hide some of these cuts with just meaningless B-roll that we can get away with, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to also find the support the burn video again and find other shots. I will take this shot here and I will put it in there. And I'll put it right here so it will end off with her.
Consists of warmth.
1, 2, 3, because we cut off her saying warmth.
Warmth, uniqueness, opportunities, wholeness.
You know what? I'll probably just do it like this.
Yes, opportunity.
And I am going to zoom in. There.
Yes, opportunities, wholeness.
Okay, and then now we are going to fade our music in. And we don't need that loud. We can do it like -6.
Yes.
There you go. There we go. So that one is completed. Oh, wait. I need to add one other thing, which is we have to add the watermark. Boom. Boom. Where is this? Okay. Adding this thumbnail here, so that's done. All right, let's see what we got. Actually, we have to wait until it renders out a little bit. While we're waiting for it to render out, let me know if you have any questions. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know if you can hear me, if the sound's all right, if the video's all right. If you have any editing questions, I'm here to answer any questions for you. I see 2 people in the chat. So what's up? Where are you from? Where are you watching from? What are you doing? Are you an editor? Are you a digital storyteller? Are you an actor? What's up? This is almost done.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and
I don't know why it's frozen here. Oh.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and I
think I should probably just, you know what? I'm going to change something here. I'm actually going to take out this last shot, and I'm going to put her smiling as the last shot. I think that would be more powerful. And let's see how that starts out.
So I'm Tiffany McCabe, and my practice is the creative social worker. So what makes me unique is that I'm an art therapist and social worker. So it allows people to come here to explore their life difficulties in a creative way and process. I've chosen Shelburne because I've been a lifelong resident of Shelburne. I grew up here. I did move away and I traveled and lived in many different places. I lived in Ottawa, Waterloo, Calgary, Kenya, India several times, and then I came back because Shelburne really just has my heart. It's a place where people are able to grow and understand their own individuality as a community, backing them up. And I just felt so passionate about having mental health services within Shelburne. A great community consists of warmth, uniqueness, opportunities, wholeness.
Take this out. There you go. Hopefully that song isn't like inappropriate. I have no idea what the guy's saying. I have no idea, but okay, let me just color correct these and then we will be on to the next video. I am really not going to spend a lot of time on this because again, this is a pro bono sort of charitable job, and I just want to kind of get it done to a standard that I am okay with. Warm this up a bit. Okay, and then I know that this is going to be, it's going to look a little different, but it actually lands it in a pretty good place. I think my whites are pretty good. Bring these blacks down just a bit. I think this is probably the best that we will get it at. Okay. All right. As you can see, I like to color edit or color correct. I do. It's just it takes a lot of time, and especially if you don't have a lot of time, you just want to kind of get it done. So let's see this one. That looks cool. It's just a base edit. Like it's not going for Oscar-worthy things, you know? There we go. This is a little dark. Actually very dark. I'm not sure why it's so dark, but okay. That's another dark one again. Just bring some brightness to it. Okay, bring this down then. Bring this up. It's a 2 second, 3 second shot, so we don't have to go crazy on it. Actually, she doesn't look too bad here. A little warm on the warm side, but there. Bring the blacks down. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're good. Who's on here? Who's watching? Do you have any questions? I'm just editing. I'm editing some pro bono work. Let me know if you have any questions. By the way, shameless plug. My name is Tristan Barracks. I am the digital storyteller, and I'm from Toronto, Canada. And I love to tell stories using digital platforms. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm in Final Cut Pro right now. I'm using some of my creative Luts, and I am just hacking away at some overdue work. You know when you're working and you don't have time to do all your pro bono work? So now I have some time to do my pro bono work, and I'm just catching up on all this stuff. And I said, why not just jump online and showcase or show you my workflow and show you what I'm doing. So that's what I'm doing now. Hope you guys are enjoying. All right. So this one is done. Render that out. And on to the next. What is the next one? Let's see what next group of footage do we do. Okay, I guess I'll do this guy. He was a chef. He wasn't the nicest guy. You know what he said to me? He goes, I was talking to him, and he's like, oh, where do you live? I was like, oh, I live in Shelburne. He's like, see, you've never even come to my restaurant before, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, like, that's not one of the first things you say to somebody when you meet them. Like, oh, why didn't you come support my restaurant? maybe I just didn't. I'm not into French food. Maybe I just didn't want to. Maybe I didn't have the money. There's so many different reasons. But the first thing the guy said to me was like, "Oh, how come people locally don't support me?" Well, it might be because you act like an asshole sometimes. Just saying. Anyways, I digress. Like it reminded me of my grade 9 cooking teacher or instructor. Very like chefs are just a-holes because I think that's just the way the industry is.
I've always wanted to open a restaurant. Orangeville was saturated with restaurant, so I started looking around. Sharpening came up, little to no competition at the time, and fastest growing community. So I saw potential to do something good here.
I asked him if he's from Paris, or is this Parisian food or whatever. He's like, "Are you from Toronto?" "I'm not from Paris. I'm from France. I'm from this." "Are you from Toronto?" I'm like, if somebody said to you, "Yeah, you're from Toronto," would you say you're from Toronto? I said, "Yeah, I would actually, because most people don't know where Shelburne is." And he's like, "Oh." He was just an interesting character. Anyways, we're gonna find out all the main parts within this interview. Then we're gonna get the B-roll. Then we're gonna do color correction because obviously the color in there was terrible. And then we're gonna add our music to it.
I am Frederic Chartier, or Freddy, from Beyond the Gate in Sherburne.
Frederic Chartier from Beyond the Gate in Sherburne. In Shelburne. Frederic. Okay.
All the food is made to order. I use local product as much as possible. Everything is fresh. It's cooked with love. I spend a lot of time here making sure every plate is served perfectly. And I don't do the same food as you would find in any restaurant around here. It's unique.
Okay, so there's a lot that he said there.
Use local product as much as possible. Everything is product
Local
as much
food.
as possible.
Local food as much as possible.
It's cooked with love. I spend a lot of time here making sure every plate is served perfectly. And I don't do the same food as you would find in any restaurant around here. It's unique.
Okay, so I will.
The same food as you would find in any restaurant. And I don't do the same. I spend a lot of time here.
I'll just cut from there. I spent a lot of time. Perfect.
French. There's no French restaurant in the French County, so it's unique in its.
So can you tell me a little bit about why
in itself in the French County? Used to live in Orangeville. I've always wanted to open a restaurant. Orangeville was saturated with restaurant, so I started looking around. Sherburne came up. Little to no competition at the time, and fastest growing community. So I saw potential to do something good here.
Yeah, that's not what I wanted to hear. You know what I mean? The whole reason why I asked the question of why did you pick Shelburne is because I wanted to elicit some sort of emotional response. And he was like, well, Orangeville was oversaturated. Shelburne wasn't. It's the fastest growing community. I want to be in the market and be known, and that's why I picked it. There was no sort of like heartfelt, emotional reason for it. It was just business. So I'm probably going to cut out all of that and just go to the rest of his interview.
Engaging, loyal, word of mouth, hang on a second. You're muffled with your mask.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. You're muffled with your mask, and I'm missing a word of what you said. I believe a thriving community is.
There. I'll do that, and then.
Used to live in Orangeville. I've always wanted to open a restaurant. Orangeville was saturated with restaurant, so I started looking around. Sherburne came up. Little to no competition at the time.
All right, fine. I will use that, or else his whole video will be 30 seconds long, which is not really great.
Used to live in Orangeville. I've always wanted to open a restaurant. Orangeville was saturated with restaurants. Little to no competition at the Sharpening came up. With restaurant Sharpening came up.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Orangeville was saturated with restaurant. Sharpening came up. Little to no competition at the time, and fastest growing community. So I saw potential to, I believe, a thriving fastest growing community. So I saw potential to do something good here. I believe a thriving community is engaging. I believe a thriving community is present, supportive, and
That was a long ah. I'm gonna share this stream on my Twitter. So give me a second here. I'm just gonna share it on Twitter here. You know, just because, just in case people wanna jump on. First do a post, then I will do Twitter. I wonder if I can put this on Twitch. Just me doing live edits. Just wondering. I've never really done Twitch before, so I'll see what happens. All right. Oops. Let me go back here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So now let's do some color correction. This whole thing needs just a whole color tint. First of all, it's just temperature is way too warm, so we have to cool it down a bit. But if we cool it down too much, then it'll look like grape juice. So we got to do maybe white balance here. We're moving away from. There we go. This is. I don't want to put too much green in there. I think this is probably the best we'll get it. It's still super orange. This is it here, and then make our dark. Yeah, this is probably the best we'll get it, and that's fine because the lighting was terrible. Add a little bit of saturation. I mean, I could add in a LUT, but I don't think it will do much to help him. And this lighting, because this lighting's terrible. Okay, it's not horrible. I just have to take off the, yeah, it is still kind of, it's just, the background is way more backlit than he is. I guess I'm gonna have to do something else now, which is I'm gonna have to add a mask, which I really didn't want to do, but I'm gonna have to add a mask. So I'm gonna go to shape mask, put this around his face, and I gotta brighten up his face. All right.
And spread the word.
So this is just so you can see what I did. I added a shape mask. So now there's a little bit more definition around or brightness in his face. It's almost like adding a key light. And if I toggle it off and on enough, you'll see it. But then if I toggle it on and you look away, you won't. It disappears pretty much. Your eyes won't be able to actually pick it up. So that's a little trick too. And then within this sort of highlighted area, I could do pretty much any sort of color correction. So if I wanted to take out the red out of his face, out of just this part of his face, I could do that. You know, I could go really extreme, which I don't want to do. I can also add some more brightness this way, bring down that. But really, I wanted his face to just be bumped up a little bit. But again, as you can see, the more you bump up the shadows, the more washed his face becomes. So that's why I just used the midtones, because it kept, you know, my highlights and shadows where it needs to be. So bump up midtones, and then I just kind of pushed up I just kind of put my extremes, crushed my blacks, and then brought up my highlights. It just brings it just a little bit better. So that's how it was before. That's how it is now. It's not perfect. It's not at all perfect, but it's better than it was. And that's really the key there, is that you want to make it better looking than it was before. What else do I need here? I'm just going to leave that as is. Do this and pray that it will sort of stay in frame. Okay, now we're gonna just add some, we gotta add some music. So let me see if I can find some jazz music, because we know the French like jazz, right? Let's not just say jazz music. I'm gonna put dinner jazz. Dinner. See, the problem is that this music is amazing, but he doesn't give off that vibe. So I'm picking music that is not the vibe of the person. I was looking for this song for a long time. No, this is not the right music. Okay, I'm gonna find some other jazz music. This is dinner time jazz music. Ooh, I need to keep this for myself. What are we doing right now? Sorry. Sometimes you find music and you're like, oh, this is dope. Like, why don't I keep this music for myself, you know? No, I want happy jazz music, but I want something for a promo video. No. I can't find anything. Nope, that's not it there. I think I'm gonna have to go to something else. Uppbeat music. I would use this song, but he's not a happy guy. He's not a happy guy, so it's like it's very. He is Parisian, but he's not. I don't know what's happening here. Let me see. Oh, this is definitely the rest. Way too loud. Way too loud. I'm just gonna use this song. Folks, I mean, I don't know. Like he's like, how do you find a great song for a person that's really like not really happy in the video? You just gotta kind of make it work, right? So that's gonna make it do. I am gonna actually use this cheat code again, which is going to another video. So the video that we just did, social work video, and I am going to go back to the song. I'm just going to copy and paste this.
I am Frederic Chartier, or Freddy, from Beyond the Gate in Sharpening. All the food is made to order. I use local product.
Oh, that sucks.
Or Freddy from Beyond the Gate in Sharpening. All the food is made to order. I use local product as much as possible. I spend a lot of time here making sure every plate is served perfectly. And I don't do. I am Frederic Chartier, or Freddy.
All right. I don't love it, but it's going to have to do for now. Let me add in some of our B-roll. B-roll, B-roll. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The good thing that they have in this restaurant is they have like fresh cheese from like imported from Paris, which is kind of cool. And I'm going to bring them into my timeline and select them all. I'm gonna go to my time adjustment tool, go to automate or automatic speed. Now all of these are not shot. All these were shot just in 24 frames per second, so I can't slow them down, which means I have to be really strategic in how I add them into the actual sequence. So I'm gonna see if I have any actual shot of the kitchen and the name of the space, and I don't. So the next best thing is I'm just gonna kind of get a shot of the space. All right.
I am Frederic Chartier, or Freddy.
Ooh, he comes in so hot. Jeez.
I am Frederic Chartier, or Freddy, from Beyond the Gate in Sharpening. All the food is.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to test any of the food, so I don't know how good it is.
Beyond the Gate in Sharpening. All the food is made to order.
This is my cheat code again, where I basically do a close-up shot, zoom shot, based off
From
of
beyond the
one camera angle.
gate in Sharpening. All the food is made to order. I use local product as much as possible. I spend a lot.
There's a lot of jump cutting because this was a very quick shoot. Normally I like having 2 camera shoots. I usually like bring in my lighting and stuff, but it was a 1 camera shoot, 1 person shoot. I didn't have time to do all that sort of stuff.
Possible. I spend as much as possible.
So sometimes when you have hard cuts, it's easier to. What I'm doing here is I'm kind of like bringing it over so that he can finish the phrase, but I fade it out before the next phrase comes in.
Possible. I spend a lot of time here making sure every plate is served.
Perfect. I spend a lot of time here, and I think there's a shot of him doing something. I don't know what he's doing, to be really honest with you. I'm just going to. Okay, so he's doing that. So I'm just going to. Oh, that's the whole shot. Damn it. I wish I was shooting slow-mo.
Plate is served perfectly, and I don't do food as you would find in a restaurant.
All right, I don't like that shot, so I'm just going to leave it with him talking. I'm going to take this tighter shot, and I'm going to add it to a couple of the cuts, the end cuts. So then if I need to do that later, I can just rely on what I already have. I'm going to actually take a shot of, I have a shot of his menu or his wines. So I think I will add that in there just to kind of add that level of culture. The other thing is when you have a shot like this,
as you would find
it's a little shaky. You can go to Final Cut, go to the inspector window, go under stabilization, click on stabilization, and then Final Cut will actually stabilize those clips a little bit more for you.
All the food is made to order. I use local product as much as possible. I spend a lot of time here making sure every plate is served perfectly. And I don't do the same food as you would find in a restaurant around here. It's unique. I used to live in Orangeville.
1, 2, 3. I want to hear I used to live in Orangeville.
It's unique. I used to live in Orangeville. I've always wanted to open a restaurant. Orangeville was saturated with restaurants. Shelburne came up.
So when he's talking about Shelburne, I'm going to grab a shot again of Shelburne. I'm going to get a shot of Shelburne, or a couple shots of Shelburne. I have a few shots I can use in this promo piece that I made for Shelburne. And yes, of course, it's going to be a drone shot, because drone shots are wonderful. I actually don't like drone shots all that much. I mean, I do like them, but they're just a little bit too, people use them a little bit too much. I'm going to use this shot right here. Boom. Where else? What else? Is there any other shots? Why not? This is a very well-known shot too as well.
Was saturated with restaurants. Shelburne came up.
Boom, Shelburne came up.
Little to no competition at the time, and growing.
I don't want that, the side of that
At the time,
fire truck.
and growing, fastest growing community. So I saw potential to do something good here.
You saw potential to do something good here. I'm not going to use that kitchen shot. I'm not going to use any more of these shots, really. The only thing I'm going to probably do is see if I can... Yeah, I'm not going to use any of those shots.
To do something good here. I believe a thriving community is engaging. I believe a thriving community is present, supportive, and spread the word.
And and spread the word. I don't know if that's, I'm gonna use this shot. I'm gonna use this shot because it shows community, even though it's not his business, it's another business. I'm still gonna try and use it.
Family of thriving communities present.
No, that doesn't work. You know, you try stuff. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then you got to keep it moving with something else. Maybe a beautiful... It has to be something else that I can use. I just don't want to go back into my archives because it's just too much time. I might have to go back into my archives, everybody. All right. Don't judge me. I'm going into my archives. You're going to see all of my dirty laundry. All right, let me go under this. Let me see if I have any stock footage. Okay, that's all Welland. Let me go to raw footage. What I'm looking for is something, just something that shows Shelburne in its best light. And oftentimes, what's challenging is just being able to, oh, there we go, Shelburne Fall Fair. Perfect. So this is probably going to be, I could probably get a shot. Yeah, I'm just going to use this shot, and I'm going to make it work. Sometimes you guys got to do that, you know. Sometimes you just gotta find a shot. This is a shot from the Fall Fair. It's from my Sony FS5 that I had a few years ago, and I'm literally gonna just crop this here, add a quick LUT to it so it looks halfway decent, and keep it moving, y'all. Ugh, that looks ugly. Ugh. Nope. That looks garbage too. That actually doesn't look too bad. Okay. So next thing I'm going to do is just going to go to color. And I am going to just add some saturation to this. See, add saturation, it just looks gross. Warm this up a bit, and then we gotta brighten it up. I don't like the green. It's a little bit of a green tinge. Okay, that's fine. That works. That's fine. I'm not going to fight over that too much. And the next thing is I'm going to see if I can slow it down. And I can slow it down, so I'm just going to literally use just a little piece here. That's all I need.
Engaging, family of thriving communities. Engaging, family of...
And there's a little cut there.
Engaging, family of thriving communities present. Of thriving communities present.
Let me see something here. It looks a little soft, so I'm going to add a sharpening filter, even though it's just a small clip. Sharpening filter. So just gave it a little bit of a sharpening effect, which is good. All right, so now that we have all that done,
And spread the word.
and spread the word. I don't understand what that means, but sure. All right, cut here, boom, boom, boom. And now we're gonna add our ending and our watermarks, which we need. So this is our ending here and our watermark. Copy and paste that in. All right, maybe I should do it this way. Perfect. Add the watermark right here. All of this does need to be there. Although we need a little something, something. Okay. Let me fade in our music.
Spread the word.
There we go. Spread the word. Boom, boom, boom. All good. We'll render this out. And on to the next. Oh, well, I do have to add some. Oh, man. The orange in that place was really bad. The color, it was terrible. But there's only so much you can do, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna do the same thing here. Ugh. I'm really not a fan of the colors in here, but it is what it is. Like, look at this. This is all blown out. There's nothing I can do. That's about it. All right. Let me export this now. All right. I got 7 more minutes before I gotta leave and pick up my kids for school. If you're getting anything out of this, or you're entertained, or you're learning anything, please hit the like or subscribe button. Feel free to share this feed on your social to those that want to learn what the editing process is like, video editing process is like. This is a really, really simple examples of how to edit really basic work. Like, this is not really thought intensive work. Let me know if you guys want me to do a wedding too. I can do a wedding edit as well if you guys are interested in that. Okay, I think we are down to the last one.
Physiotherapist and massage and physiotherapist for children. So what makes our clinic...
Okay. So, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Y'all are good to me. Y'all are good. All right. Let's finish up this one, and I probably won't finish it up in 6 minutes, but we'll see what we can do here. Physio. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. You guys already know the deal. I turn up the audio, then I turn off the noise, or turn on a noise filter.
Physiotherapists and massage therapists. We have kinesiologists. We have athletic therapists. We have lots of McMaster and Queens physiotherapy students. Along within the building, we have pharmacy, family practitioners. We have a Hear Right company. We have mental health.
Okay, so
we have a Hear Right company. We have...
I don't really love the echoing in this particular interview. I mean, I could bring this down a little bit and then take out some of the echo.
Mental health. We have lots of children and family services for the community. So together, we're all able to bring more of a patient-centered focused. And I think that allows us to have a better holistic approach to...
That'll work.
My name is David Egbert.
David Egbert. Now, the way I'm cutting these clips is by holding Command, Shift, and then pressing B on the area that I want to cut.
My name is David Egbert, and I'm the owner and physiotherapist for Children Physiotherapy.
Perfect. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think what makes our business unique is we're located in the North Duffin Wellness Center.
I just want
We're located in the North Duffin Wellness Center, and the business was kind of constructed through collaboration. So our business can collaborations through collaborations.
Sometimes you'll get people that I call them continual speakers. So they'll be like, I am happy to be here, but I need to know what is up with all the other things that I want to do. And, and they never give a pause. So then you have to create a pause. When you're creating a pause, it's not going to be nice.
So
I just want
through collaborations.
I just want collaboration. I don't want the so, right? So that whole so thing I'm cutting out, and then I'm going to have to finesse it once I find where I want him to start speaking again.
Our business relies on providing collaboration through providers. So we have physiotherapists and massage therapists.
See that?
We have physiotherapists.
Yeah, I just want to go right to the we have physiotherapists because all of this is just filler.
So our business relies on providing collaboration through providers. So
right, he already kind of said that here.
The business was kind of constructed through collaboration. So our business relies on providing collaboration through providers. So the business was kind of constructed through collaborations.
Okay, perfect. Oh, we got a question here. So let me throw that up. Yeah, so your question is, and I don't know why it does that all the time. It's so weird. Hold on. Your question is, hey bro, oops. Hey bro, do you use plugins to clean your audio, or do you have your own process of cleaning audio? Loving the stream, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, honestly, I kind of do a little bit of both, to be honest with you. I'll use a plugin. So like if I'm editing something that's pretty straightforward and I don't really care about as much in the sense of like it being perfect, then I usually just select this audio here, and then I'll go to noise removal, and that'll do a pretty good job in Final Cut. Like I'll let you hear how it sounds before.
We have physiotherapists and massage therapists. We have kinesiologists. We have athletic therapists. We have lots of McMaster
And that's how it sounds after.
Queens physiotherapy students. Along with in the building, we have pharmacy, family practitioners. We have a Hear Right company. We have mental health. We have lots of.
So considering it's not the ideal situation, it's literally it was literally an open space with a glass and concrete and wood and all these reflective surfaces, plus people were working in the morning. I think it was the morning or afternoon. It was one of those things where it was like you just had what you had. Now, if you want to go deeper, I think I have. Do I have my? Let me see if I have my plugins in there. Why is this on in here? Yeah, so these plugins here are the plugins that I use to clean up audio as well. They have some really good plugins. They have like echo and reverb removal. They have noise removal. They have a declipper, as well as a leveler, audio leveler, and unifier, which is really, really good. I mean, I don't tend to use their stuff all the time. It's more for special cases. The other thing is I also have this other program called Sound Soap. I don't know if I installed it on here. Let me see if I installed the Sound Soap. Yeah, I did install the app. Okay, and I literally haven't used it. So in Sound Soap, with Sound Soap, you can take the audio. So I'm gonna find the actual raw audio so that I can show this to you, and you can get a good sense of like, what Sound Soap can do for you. What Sound Soap can do for you, I can do for you too as well. That's my like Russian mafia voice. Okay, so I'll drag it in here. So Sound Soap, you listen to it.
If it's up to you, it's the business.
For located in the North Duffin Wellness Center, and the business was kind of constructed through collaboration. So
Okay, so this is how it sounds, right? It's decent, but I need to find an area where there is nobody talking, and then I need to sample that area.
yeah, I think what
Finish this sentence for me. So I feel like a thriving community is a community that is. So this is
feel like a thriving community is
so basically this button allows the program to learn the audio or learn the noise, the noise and the sound, and then basically once you hit it before your main talent speaks, then it actually cleans up the audio and isolates that noise from the rest of the audio. So I'll play him talking a little bit here so you can hear it.
wow. You know what, Shelburne, for myself, created some opportunity. One,
That's
I
with
really
it
liked
off?
the small town feel. I liked its low vicinity towards the.
And then if you just want to hear the noise itself, that's the noise itself. Now here's the issue with it is that if it's really noisy, then it's still going to pick up a little bit of that person's voice. So as long as you're okay with losing a little bit of that person's voice, then you're good to go.
Warranted or needed, it seems like the community all comes out, supports each other.
Okay. So I hope that helps a little bit. I feel like a thriving community is a community that is. Let me see what you're saying here. Okay. So you said, oh, we don't need this here. All right, right on. Not bad for a run and gun. I have a similar process. A little bit about that multi-band compressor because I'm always looking for ways to get my audio a lot better. So I'm always interested in that. So man, thanks. Oh no worries at all. Actually, you capture the noise, print, and then reduce from there. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. So, you capture, the program captures the noise print, and then it compresses it from there or removes it from there. These are great questions. These are really, really great questions. I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I'm going to stay for another 4 minutes or so, and then I got to go pick up my kids from the school place. I'm going to show you my Luts. So I have some pre-designed Luts here. That's cool. No, I definitely watch it on the replay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you spend some time here. I'm going to be doing this a lot more just because it's a different part of sort of who I am. And I think that, for those that enjoy being collaborative and seeing how other creatives create, this is a cool little way of doing it. So have a good one, man. All right. So I'm just going to double click on this Luts, custom Luts loader, which is built into Final Cut Pro, by the way. And then I'm going to check out my Cinecut Balance Plus LUT. So that's just a basic balanced LUT for Sony cameras, but you can use them for other cameras as well, Canon and so on and so forth. So I added that on there. I like this so far. The only thing I would do is I'm probably going to add another color correction layer, and I'm going to go to the shape mask. I'm going to add a shape mask again. For those of you that are just joining me, my name is Tristan Barracks. I'm the digital storyteller, and I'm just teaching and sharing my editing process. Literally, I'm editing a real job. This is a pro bono job, but it's a real job, and I'm just showing you kind of my approach in terms of specific jobs like this. So the reason why I'm adding this this mask is just to brighten up his face a little bit because I didn't have a light. So I'm just using my midtones to do that, and then I'm going to bring down my blacks to add some more contrast back, and then I'm going to bring up my whites to add some contrast again, right? So I'm slowly like brightening his face, but still allowing the contrast to work, or allowing the contrast to match the rest of the frame, right? So if I remove this now, this is how it looked before, this is how it looked after. Before, after, and I'll move this, I'll remove this so you can see a little bit better. Before, after. The boy looks good. It's like we just took a whole haze off his face. Neutrogena couldn't. Sorry, I'm silly. All right, and then the other thing that's good is that, again, we can just go ahead and select the rest of the clips and hold Option, Command, and then press V, and it'll apply it to the rest of the clips that are there. Now, the only thing here is that when he moves, right, he's moving out of the mask zone, so I'd have to animate the mask. I'm not going to do that. I'm probably just going to hide, like when he moves there, I'm going to probably do a cutaway or go to a cutaway. Anyways, guys, I have to actually run and pick up my kids. Let me know if you guys want me to do more of this. I'm down for it. You know what I mean? I'm about that cause. I would love to facilitate more of these opportunities to just kind of showcase some of my my work as well as my workflow, because I think that that's really, really important. So let me know if you guys have any additional questions, if you guys want me to do more of these during and throughout the day. And then I will do more of them. I'll schedule more of them. Tonight, I'm actually going to be going through a full tutorial of how to load and apply my new brown skin LUTs and Z-Cam LUTs. So if you guys are interested in that, please check that out. It's starting pretty late because I want to kind of get some people who are in the UK as well as in Europe, giving them a chance to be a part of the community and see what we're doing over here on the west side. But before you leave, please consider subscribing to the channel as well as giving me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Stay positive, stay safe, and be blessed. Peace.